Okay, so let's just do a few basic checks and then we can get the stream started. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, it is actually, yeah, it sounds like it's streaming, alright. And, right, I'm just going to swap over the headphones. So, okay, full disclosure here. Basically, this is essentially a stream where I'm finishing off a few last remaining bits. There isn't really much to say other than, yeah, so I'm just going to say that the game was... Oh, so that explains a lot. Achievement unlocked healthy, because I was going to say there was a few achievements. I don't believe that. I start the stream and immediately I get an achievement for it. Freaking hell. Because I wondered why that wasn't on. Because, oh god, that's annoying. That was so annoying, because it's like, I know. And what annoys me about that is if I hadn't have done another stream, I probably would have never got that achievement, because, you know, the chances are I would have probably done a stream on, oh god, I was just in my head this theme for some reason, I don't know why. But basically, as much as I don't know why, oh, he keeps on doing that, but I should say that basically I was wondering why that wasn't, like, showing in the last stream I did. Yeah, and the annoying thing about that is that was a stream where technically I actually finished the game. I say technically, I defeated the last boss. So I kind of already know, full disclosure, I actually do know the ending of it, but it's still reeling from it. In fact, that's why I wanted to have another stream, because it's like, I didn't really want to end it on such a low note, because which is why I'm basically saying I may do a boss rush at the end of this, because it's like, even if I do defeat the last boss again, I want to do it when I've done everything I can possibly do here. So basically, shard specialist. Now, I have been somewhat sneaky and had a look at some of these secret achievements. Now, because I'm not gonna flipping just play the game infinitely to find those ones, and I just wondered if it was something I could do in this particular save file. And if I remember correctly, it was, where was it? Secret achievement. So basically, when I was looking at the achievements, there are some secret ones. So basically, a lot of these secret ones are basically, yeah, they're essentially ones that are story related. But then there's ones that are, oh, where was it? God damn it. Right, so yeah, so it's basically, there's one that's completely given down, but there's Lightless, which I can't get because it's basically a spoiler alert. Yeah, so I'll give it a 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's a bit enough. But basically, Lightless is basically beat the game without spending any spirit light. Shardless is the same thing, which is basically without using any shards. So I can't get those ones. Did I do that? I think I've not even got that one. So basically, the only ones I could in theory get are Damage Spike, because I can't get this one. I can't get that one. I can't get that one. There's no like one like life mode sort of thing. So that one could potentially be got in the stream. So basically, most of these. Wait, did I really get that one? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Hardcore mode. Again, not going to be able to do that on the stream. So basically, the only ones I can really do are these ones, because those ones aren't possible. These two aren't possible. And what was the other one that was like a secret one? Because it's like this shardless. So if we just have a look at those secret ones, I wish they would order this properly. So timely demise. Untouchable, speed demon, fix it up, completion. I think I can't work out what that last one is actually. Yeah, let's. So yeah, if I can just accept all. So basically, take the Yeah, so basically there's a few ones. Right, yes. So basically I know what one of them is, and potentially we could do it, but we would have to do it via like the boss one. But I think it's very unlikely. But basically there are some like ones that are like yeah, so there's some ones, as I say, that are not going to be able to be done. So basically, yeah, I know the 3 ones which we can't. Yeah, so there's 2 secret achievements I can't get because it would have to start a new game for that. Same for that one, that one, that one. I think you would have to do it when the water was corrupted. So again, that's the same one. Very difficult, I imagine. I know what that one is, but I'm not going to say that to spoil it. Don't want to spoil that one. It's like defeating one of the bosses, pretty much. So yeah, hard code mode. So basically, enough me blabbering on and on. Basically, what I need to do is just break open some of these, because these are going to be useful for what I want to do, because I'm going to have to farm a lot, basically, to get the shard upgrades, because now there are ways I can do that. I mean, why the hell am I down there? Okay, seriously, what the heck? So if I just one button, right? So I think it bloody train, lunar. So basically, all of this is pretty much 100%ed, which the achievements don't count towards 100%ing things, but again, I wanted to get as much content done on this one file as possible. And then I may, if I do another stream of this game, it will be on the Steam Deck anyway. So the chances are that's going to be quite some time in the future, and it'd be on one of my random streams where I basically just play a random game using Steam Roulette. So basically what I need is, there's Harvest, I believe it's called. NET shells, maximum life and energy, enemies respawn quicker. Right, so that's, so we need to get rid of some of these ones. So we could probably get rid of secret, because we probably don't need that anymore. So we can probably put Harvest, I believe. Where is it? Light burst into the right. So where is it? I know I've got Harvest. Where is it? Reckless overcharge swap magnet. Overflow, energy harvest, night harvest. That's it. That's the one I want. Oh, for God's sake. This is what happens when I play for more than one. So we'll just put that on there. So we need something that could basically make enemies respawn quicker. Enemies. Do 50. So that basically could do. Enemies have 70 per. That could just slow things down though. So. Reduce energy cost by increased damage taken, so no. Expend lives to cast life pact, no. So spirit art shoots also hit nearby enemies. So basically we want something that will gain more free energy shells, so we can probably get rid of, well, I'm still keeping sticky, deflector. Deal 50% of melee damage taken back to enemies. Now, I think I'll keep it at that actually, because the light harvest should do the job. And if I think there was respawn. Catalyst bounty 2. Where was it? Where was it? Because I could see that it was like life forced, stand, reckless, life pact, overcharge, swap, man. Enemies drop more energy orbs, that could be useful. Right, so I think rather than screwing around with this any longer, turmoil, that's what it was. Bloody hell. I knew that it was called something. So what was that one? Yeah, we want that one. So we want quick shot. We can probably get rid of triple jump actually. That's speed. That's just because I played this deck. Alright, so we'll just get rid of that one. And we'll swap it out for this one. Right, so that should do for now. And because just thinking of a good place for enemies, because I think there's lots of enemies down this neck of the woods. Right, so really we just need, right, okay, so we need 16,000, yeah, so probably a couple of thousands will do it. So going down this neck of the woods should do it. Oops. Come on. I'm gonna miss playing this game, I really am. What the hell was that? I really am going to miss playing this game. This is why I wanted to have another go at playing it, because it's too soon, basically. The shriek, the stone wind as I slept. The winter decay was long and cold, but memory of warmth sustained me. Can a creature who's never known the light truly escape the darkness? Perhaps. Or perhaps she will try and pull us all down with the darkness river. Yeah, about that. Now, there's something I want to try. Because I did read, there was a booklet of like... See, I do want to read something later on that I got in like the collector's edition, because there's a book that mentions that those things can be tamed. That thing there can be tamed, but I'm not sure it's going to be easy to do, because these things over here apparently are the things that they can be tamed with, but getting them to follow me, I don't think... Oops. Shit. That was a complete... Whoa. Oh, that was a bit explosive. Hey, where the hell did you come from? Oh, of course they respawn quicker, don't they? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to sort something out with the stream. Tonight is not my night. So basically, give me a sec. I just need to do something with power management on my computer. God damn it. Yes, please. Right, close that. That should stop that from going off every 5 bloody minutes. Right, so, so yeah, it's going to be a weird one for me, because I just know this is going to be the last stream I do, and I even dare say that there's not going to be many people even, like, my usual guest that sometimes comes on, well, I say comes on, comments in the streams, probably won't be on tonight, because I know that his opinions of the game is like, once a game's finished, he kind of thinks, well, he won't want to play a game again once he completes it. So basically, he doesn't want to come back on this. And as much as I don't like I like the ending, but I also find it kind of sad as well. And so, yeah, it's kind of, I guess this is my spoiler alert for basically saying there's going to be spoilers, basically. Come on, go away. Wait, hang on a minute. Can you... Hang on a minute. I think I probably should deal with this, actually. Oh, crud. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of life. Come on, game. Keep up. I think what I'm going to do, actually, is go to the lunar pools, because that was one of my favorite areas of the entire damn game. Like, out of all the areas of the game, I loved the lunar pools. One of my regrets is playing that too bloody early. I think that would have been a nice place to play last. Although there's a certain area you could, well, one of the last areas. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But but as I say, this is going to be a bit more of a grinding. You know, as I say, I wanted to see this bloody game's environment one last time and visit all the areas I actually really enjoyed. So apparently, I don't know how you do it, but apparently you can fish here, but I think you need to find apparently the fish in Moki, but I know how the hell you, I don't even know just, but we'll have a look at that actually, because I'm actually interested to find that Easter egg. Because I'm not in any rush anymore, because even if I don't finish the last boss, I've played the game, so it's kind of like, this is just me mucking around. Which is kind of what I wish I'd done from the start. Because it's kind of, oh, I didn't realise they'd done that. Water's clean now, cave to explore. I can't jump high like you, but I'm very enthusiastic. Enthusiasm makes everything an adventure. Yeah, I guess it kinda does. Guess that's the thing, isn't it? Because if things are boring, then it's a bit harder to enjoy it. Oh yeah, we got that before. Her spirit remembered me. I'm the Fissamoki. I got to go to lunar pools with my new net every now and then. It's nice to come home at the end of the day to sleep and eat. Right, so basically, if he's here, does that mean now if we go back to here? Because I've been told that apparently you can do fishing there, although it's... Because there's a few Easter eggs as well which I've been told about, which I want to actually check out. There's one to do with the code as well, which is apparently like allows you to flip and change colour, but I'm not yet able to find it. It doesn't tend to work for me. So apparently it's supposed to be fish, but I don't know whether it's just... Yeah, that's clearly either that wasn't in this particular version, or it was basically a different one. I'm not going to spend hours looking for that sort of thing. Now, only problem with this area is that most of it is underwater, so as much as I would love to... Oh, come on. How the fuck did... How did I get through that? I don't know. I'm not even going to question it. Yeah, as much as I love this area, that wasn't accidental. I wanted to take a picture of that, but... Yeah, the trouble is there isn't that many enemies in this area. Most of them are actually kind of early game. So I think we would have to basically go back to this area. This is a shame, really, because it's like, again, as you would expect for an underwater area, most of the enemies are underwater. So if I'm going to grind stuff tonight, it's kind of... hang on, let me just... I'm going to have to adjust that. No, I'll wait until the break, then I'll adjust it. Aha! Come on, you son of a... I guess this is what the... I have to admit, walloping these buggers is nice, I have to admit. One thing I have noted, this kind of does make it a bit more of a, not exactly 100% hard mode, but it does make it quite a big... Take that, you son of... I like how naturally they come back as well, because like half of the time I don't even realise they've come back. Not like they suddenly jump. The transition for them to come back is kinda really bloody smooth. Pretty much instant respawn, really, isn't it? That's the thing with these, it's kind of... It's not really... It's actually kind of really fun to do, and this is the thing, it's just... This is why this game, I can see I've done some digging around on people's views of it, and it's like people like the combat and things. They just, oops, shit. Like people like the combat, they just don't. I guess you could say it's a bit of a depressing ending, and you know, the thing is, it's very realistic, really, despite it being in a fantasy setting. Because it's like, sort of things like that, the hero doesn't always get out of the unscathed, you know? Just proving my point right there, you know? Kindly go away, for God's sake. I'm gonna have to bloody heal. Go away. I thought I could basically hit them with that, but clearly not. And this has made it a lot harder. Oh yeah, it's over there. You know, it's kind of... I guess I know what it is. It's like, I spent so much time on this game and this franchise that it's kind of a bit disappointing to let it go. But I guess that's because it's been such a good franchise, the fact it had an end. I think that's kind of better than... in a way, than just... How many have I got? It's kind of better in a way than you basically having a... Oh yeah, we need more. It's kind of better in a way than just it continuing on and on and on. It's like, I used to love the Sonic franchise. And it was a dear thing of mine that I used to... Whoa. You know, I used to love that franchise so much, but it's been staled by so many bad games. It's like, I'd rather it basically either die a hero or basically become a villain. And the last thing I would want from this franchise is for it to basically become a soulless cash grab, because that's even more depressing than basically having it to become something that's not really any good. So I guess they decided to end it on a high. You know, they decided to end it on a bloody high rather than just... It's kind of like they would rather end it on a high than basically just ruin a good experience by having it go on and on and on. A bit like this freaking thing. But honestly, I would rather go and have a franchise that finishes on a positive... I can't actually say it finishes on a positive note. But, I guess you could say it's a positive note, because it's like they could do a sequel. There is a way they could do it, and I'll talk about it when we actually get to that. But I think it's just going to be somewhat on the disappointing side if they decided to actually do a sequel, because where could it go next, basically? I don't know, it's kind of... At the end of the day, it's a bittersweet feeling, really, completing this game. And I've completed games and I felt grateful to complete them, because it's basically a game is finished. You know, oh, that's one less thing on my list of things I need to do. Right, well, it's not even like I'm basically treating it as a to-do list. It's like there's a whole bunch of games I want to finish playing and, you know, get to the end of the story of. And Frontiers was one of them, because I wanted to play this. And that's the thing, this is a game I think I will keep on coming back to, even off stream. As you've seen, I've got a few like save files, and I've basically copied a couple so I could practice outside of stream, just so I didn't get rusty. And it's just, I feel that I am going to want to, I think if I'm going to go for hardcore or mode, I think I'm going to play hardcore on this console, and then I'm probably going to, I don't know, I'm probably going to like play it on hardcore mode on this console, and then if I manage to ever get to the end of that, then I'll do another stream. I don't know, maybe I've changed my mind. I don't know, I've changed my mind throughout the whole thing, to be honest, because it's hard to judge this game objectively. It's hard to review this game without saying, look, it's a love game. Now, that is why, that graphical glitch there is exactly why I want to do this game again, but on the Steam. Like, on the original, like, Blind Forest, it was brilliant on the Switch. But I do want to play it on the Steam again, but I think the way I'm going to play it is I'm going to have Blind Forest as a option for my randomizer challenge sort of thing that I'm doing from the Steams. So when I'm not doing, it won't be my Thursday streams anymore. It'll be probably on my, let's just say it'd be on my possibly Friday streams, or like Sunday or Monday. I stream most days apart from Tuesdays, and like Mondays is very rare, so it's going to be Wednesdays. So is Fridays, to be honest. So basically, it's going to be either be Wednesday or Sundays. Basically, it's one of those two, depending on how things are at work. But Thursdays will always happen, even if they're later than usual. No later than 11, basically. And I'm certainly not doing it after midnight. If I haven't streamed by midnight on a Thursday, it basically means it's not happening for some reason. So, I don't know. I'm just rambling at the moment. So, so we can actually get that one. Oops. Okay, so, oops. So if we just get this one here, increased damage dealt and taken by 35, so now we can get this one. So we don't really have to get much more now. We only need 800. So basically, yeah, this could be a really freaking quick stream. See, the thing is why I don't really want to do a stream of Hollow Knight unless it's basically, if I'm within an hour, I don't think I'm going to attempt to do a boss rush, because I think within the last hour I may move on to another game if I've finished the last boss, because I think depending on how close I am to the end when I finish a boss, if I go over the last hour mark while playing this game, I think I'm going to just switch over to Hollow Knight for the last hour of it, just to start something new and end it on a bit more of a positive note. So, but yeah, so I mean, for God's sake, we got those. Whoops. Oops, missed it. I wonder if... so these are back. Right, so okay, so I think we'll go back to this bit. I think, yeah. Again, it's if I'm sounding a bit down, it's because I know this is going to be the last one I'm going to do. I guess, you know, there's certain games where I've played and I've been glad that I've finished them. And I think I have a hard time dealing with games that I've finished, because especially if I finished them earlier than I planned. That didn't happen last stream at all, but I still wish I had waited, to be honest. There's no point in getting any regrets really, because what's done is done. And the only reason why I'm feeling the way I am, it's just because it was such a good game, and it's like, I know the chances of them doing a third one, despite the rumours, is probably quite unlikely. Like, Moon Studios have probably moved on to a different project, but apparently Microsoft Studios may want to commission another one. I don't know. They do use it in their flipping advertisement stuff, but I don't believe even then. That's because it was just a really popular game, and I don't think people want to forget about it. So I think, oops. So, you know, the game's been a really popular game, and I think people just don't want to let it go. And I can understand that. But the fact is, you can't always have... You're never going to be always happy, but you can always have an experience that's meaningful. And they have most certainly managed to do that. You know, they have most certainly managed a meaningful experience. I mean, this is the whole reason why we're doing it at the end of the day. You know, we are doing it for that reason. Now, arguably speaking, it was a tragedy. You know, that's the thing with a tragedy. They are meaningful. the most meaningful stories are tragedies for that reason. And as down as it feels to basically feel, you know what, this is the last stream I'm going to be doing for some time. And that's why I've decided to put it on the random list of games to play, because for Steam, because it's like, it'd be nice occasionally to play it again. I don't want to never play it again, because then I'll forget what the story's like. I also forget how to do half of this stuff, which I put a lot of time and effort in learning how to do, and I don't want to forget it. You know, just in case I do actually manage to do another one. Weirder things have happened. Never say never, as I say. Your own projectile, for God's sake. This has got to be one of the biggest areas where they spawn the most. The thing is, I think I wouldn't have finished this game last stream if I hadn't have just not bothered to go for this achievement. But to me, I wouldn't have minded that. But the thing is, I was also doing it for a lot of, let's just say, there was other people who wanted me to finish the stream then because they wanted to see my reaction. Because they couldn't wait, basically, and the reason for that is because the ending was so good they wanted to see my reaction, and that's perfectly fine to want that. But you know, I kind of feel guilty that I gave in. So, but you know, what was done is done, and there's no point feeling regretful about it. You know, but you know, to time I will feel a little bit sad about that, but that's why we keep on going, to experience the positives. You know, we all know that things aren't always going to be happy, but we can at least find meaning and find some reason to keep on going. I think if you just keep on going, trying to find meaning rather than just happiness, I think the trouble is, if you keep on doing that, you'll never always be happy, but you can always have some meaning. And when I think about some of the stuff that I've done that's been meaningful, it's always been because of some tragedy or something that's gone wrong in my own life. I've experienced redundancies just after moving into my current house, and they've been like not exactly a positive experience, but it gave me some motivation to get a job, and I was able to get one pretty much as soon as I finished my last one. Turned out it was absolute shite, but that in itself gave me meaning to find another job, and then I did that, and then I got involved in a bloody, let's just say, I had to do some major repairs on my car at one point, and enough said on that. That gave me a lot of meaning for about 3 months, so a lot of meaning, really. And that's the thing, in the most dire moments, if I've got some reason to continue going on, then I think that in itself is a positive. Every cloud has a silver lining as well, and at the end of the day, he hasn't died, but that's the thing. So it's still a very positive into a game, and one hell of a, like, I mean, that's how you do a twist. That ending is how you do a twist, and I'm deliberately being somewhat vague about it in case people haven't watched the previous one. So I'm still going to keep both of them up, but basically this is going to be the final one. And if you want to see my actual reaction live, the previous part is basically where I finished the story, and this is basically the... I'm going to have, like, I'm going to reconfigure some of the descriptions and things when I'm not capable of doing any editing or games anywhere else. So I think we're quite close to the 800. That's actually quite a good thing, actually, because we can get the next achievement. So there's actually 2 achievements I can get, but I'm just gonna have to think how I'm gonna do it. And I think I do have an idea of where I can do it. The next achievement. So okay, so I only need to destroy one more of these things. Right, 800 exactly. That is perfect. Literally perfect. I can't ask for any more than that. That is brilliant. Sucks to be you. Sayonara, mother. I know there's mofos. I can be so cringy sometimes. Anyway, to cringe aside. Okay, so view upgrades. So this should be the last one. See, it would have only took me another bloody hour, to be honest, although I think I wouldn't have completed the boss, I don't think. And I think personally it would have involved me having to stay up a lot longer, and I think that would have actually been a detriment. So I may not have even completed it that time, and I don't think that would have been a problem, but again, I keep on going on about it because it's fresh on my mind, but eventually I'll forget that that's happened. I mean, unless I go back over the streams, of course, but I've got to learn to accept what's happened. You know, and being stupid about this, I know I am. But that's the thing, it's because the game's such a heartfelt game for me. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a cup of tea, actually. Cold drinks are all nice and all, but they won't keep me, let's just say it. Right. This is going to involve a lot of editing, because I think I am going to edit this series together, because I think I stopped doing video editing for this stream, for this series, because I wanted to get to the end of it, because I didn't want to get spoiled. And I think that's probably, there's one more game, I think. Well, there's 2 actually, but that one's going to take forever. So like some Slug Cat, well, basically the downput, or you know, I forget the actual name of the game, but basically that game is going to take ages, and I think, to be honest, that's the sort of game I'm not sure I want to actually stream, because it's like, it's a game that's like going to go, I'm not going to be able to play anything else for hours, more than just this sort of thing. So I think, honestly, yeah, I'm going to give that a miss. But Hollow Knight, I think after I've done Hollow Knight, I may actually do this all as one series of basically Metroidvanias. Celeste, maybe, but I'm going to feel like that's a hollow thing, no pun intended. Okay, well, anyway, me rambling on that. Right, so we'll go back out. And... right, okay. Are we going to get an achievement? Seriously, game? Are we not going to get an achievement for that? Because I know that is basically upgrade all shards. So why is it that you've not given me that? Okay, I am going to go... yeah, I don't even need those anymore. If I exit... and then come back in, because I get the sense... I mean, it's coming up to an hour anyway, and I think I'm going to try and defeat the boss, I think. Mind you, there is that one other achievement. Shard Specialist, yeah. For some reason, my achievements do not seem to be showing until I load the game. So, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it's not done it. And I don't know why. I honestly am not going to question it. But, oops. So... whoops, nearly. I'm just going to take a screenshot of in here, actually, because this is one that I want to actually get a screenshot of. When it decides to actually bloody load, that is. There we go. Make a good thumbnail for the... because honestly, it's not like in the last game where the last shot of the game was actually of Oe. Oh, right, yeah, we don't need... well, we could do that, because I think the next one is going to be... I think if we go to this area here, there's an area where we could potentially get that next achievement. Because I think that is doable. Options. Achievement. So it's this one here where it says... where was it? Defeat 3 enemies with a single spike. So basically, I need to have spike on there. Please, spike, don't be bloody useless. So we're gonna have that. So I need to basically find a place where 3 enemies are in one place. Now, I know, roughly speaking, the best place for that, I think, is here. Because I've seen some... what you call it? I can't remember the name of the characters themselves, but basically they're kind of, well, not characters but creatures. Basically, we want to be killing characters. Oops. Load game, for God's sake. Right, we probably want to Okay, so the only thing I can think of is if we basically use... Right, so my plan is to get up to this area we were just before. Oops, sugar cubes. It was a bit jerky, that was. But if we can get up here, and then this is where we've got this bloody thing. So if we can just wait until 3 of the damn things. Ah, crap. And there's the problem. So we have to be careful about that. That's gonna be tricky, I think, and I think it could potentially be one. Ah, so you see, it does get. We want at least 3 out, but we want them. Come on. I want 3 of you in one bloody shot, for God's sake. And that's where the problem is going to occur, because it's like every time I fire that, I'm going to hit them. Now with the respawn, it could come back pretty damn quick, but there's no guarantee of that. Oops. Ah, damage spike. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I was expecting it to be. Whoops. There we go. Right, so basically with that done, I think we're going to have a bit of a break and get myself a cup of tea. And then I'll probably... I mean, let's just review the situation. Basically, we've got all of the ones we can possibly get just in a normal playthrough. The secret ones, that is one I think is the Murray, I think, not Murray, the spider basically boss. We could potentially do that, but that's not going to be in this save file. That's going to be in another save file entirely. And really, technically speaking, if I do another save file, I don't have to do all of these other challenges. I could do them, but I wouldn't get anything for them, basically. I could just do it for completion's sake and just say, look, I did all of them. But if I know ahead of time what I'm trying to achieve, I may just go back in the stream and just attempt to all achievement sort of thing at one point. But that's going to be freaking impossible. Because some of this stuff can't be done in... You're going to have to do multiple playthroughs to get everything, which is something I don't have the intention of doing. If it's a game in multiple endings, I'll do that. But I'm not going to do it for achievements. I don't, you know... So I may get the achievements another time on a different platform, or... I don't know. But I think... so secret achievement, yeah, that's my on. That's like, so that's shardless and lightless, I think it is, or something like that, where basically you don't use any of those shards. Long story short, I think that is pretty much everything we can possibly get in one playthrough, or at least within this save file. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing really, but as I say, this game is, for all intents and purposes, a tad disappointing. in the good kind of way. So yeah, so as I say, upgrade. So yeah, I just think we pretty much. I don't think we can. Yeah, that one can't be done. That one can't do it. That can't do it. Right. So yeah, I think we've done what we can. So I'm going to try and complete the last boss, and we'll see how quickly we get that done. I'm probably going to want to change some settings before that. And then once we've done that, I'll probably do possibly boss rush. I'll see how that goes, because there is one boss I do want to finish. Because I think it would... It's weird, it's not going to be the last one. It's going to be a different boss entirely, but it's one of my favourite bosses of the entire game. And I think it's one of the... Strangely enough, despite being in an area that's a bit not my favourite, it certainly has one of my favourite bosses and one of my favourite parts of the entire game in it. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I've got 7 minutes of bloody rambling. We better swap. But yeah, so we'll have a break for a bit and we'll see how this goes. So yeah. Right, so we're back and I've got another cup of tea, so... Yeah, so... Right, so basically what we're going to do... just want to check something actually. Is my controller... back out? Is vibration on? Language, damage I achieve. Notification, show back trail. I think it is. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, so basically what we're going to do... Have we actually chat to everything that's in this area? Because... I'm still puzzled about those fish not appearing. I'm going to actually do a bit of... I'm just going to have a quick look at that. Because apparently... Let me see if I can find that. Because I'm pretty sure... Nah, that's weird, because I think... Okay. Yeah, I think... Really, I could spend as much as I bloody want. Okay. So do you, to be fair. So basically, yeah, I'm... Yeah, it's an awkward one really, because, as I say... Yeah, again, it's I like how they keep on trying to attack me even though I'm just warping away. It's just... It never stops me being amused there. So... Yeah... You're wondering why I do not leave my cave with my nice shady hat. I'm working at college, that's all. Yeah, you and me both, mate. Where's that other guy that's on the map? According to this, there's one right there. Oops. It's I, Moki the Brave, you did not forget. Non-conflict, my epic battle with versus Feck. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we probably covered all parts of it and... Oops. Come on, drop down. Let's talk to him one last time. So I think, to be honest, we've probably covered everything, and I could spend hours looking through every single bit. I know I'm dragging my feet a little bit here. So 33 time alive, 100%. Yeah, so it looks like we've completed every... I think, to be honest, we've kind of... Biggest single attack, 60. Is there a limit to that? Yeah, I think... As much as I kind of want to... It's one of those things where it's like... Hang on a minute. Okay, now... There is a thing I should point out. There is supposed to be a... Ah, there it is! A chicken! There's actually a chicken there, and it's like a pixel flipping chicken as well. That is not a regular chicken, that is just a... What the hell? Okay, hang on a minute. What was it again to zoom in? Because I know there is a way you can zoom in this... Where was it? System settings. Where the bloody hell was it? So where was it? It was either... It's not that. Ah, that's it. I had to zoom in with X, and then if I zoom in as far as I can. Oh, for God's sake, that's annoying. It's blocked by the flipping... Ugh. So we just move to the side a little bit. And then I just basically double press home. You can just about make it out there. I'm just gonna... It's... Oops. So... Just want to check to see we got talk to everyone. Someday I will not be afraid of the dark, someday. Believe it or not, all the dreams I had for these days are now a reality thanks to you. After seeing the Suns destroy my work back home, I wasn't sure I still had it in me. But I kept my promise early. Together we built a haven for all. Right, so I think we spoke to him. Light coming together, that's to be good surely, but the ground shaking and those lights on the horizon, Trick's been spotted up on the Weeping Ridge, is enough to make this wanderer find a nest and stay put. That is service. I mean, to be fair, I think he's probably not going to say anything else again. You must be the spirit they talk about. Welcome to this wise place. It's nice here, but on the nose is new. And Virgil makes his master's soup so spicy, so delicious. So basically, he never changes his flipping. I think we may have even talked to him before. These guys shouted me after I had it to ban my hardened dice. But that garden was small and secluded. No one could occupy its beauty but me. Now the glades shelter a new garden for all, and I finally feel home. Thank you for that. Yeah, I have to admit, this kind of feels like home to me now. Glades are getting prettier. It's thanks to the Grom. He's better at building, we are better at playing. Yeah, okay. Some of them are, I think, only don't ever change their... Yeah. I know I'm basically putting it off, but... I heard there was a big tentacle monster, but in the big wheel and you defeated it. That's funny, so funny. How could little Spitfire at the big tentacle? Yeah, these haven't changed as what they said before, so I think. Oops, I don't know if I've spoken to you. Oh, it's you. It's you brought the soup in the car. I hear you helped many. They say you're here, but you will make me sleep, and it's delicious. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, so... Oh, what's that? In the fishing area. Right, so I think... what we'll do is I'm going to visit one last place. So if we basically, I want to know if I go back to here, does it then appear now? Because I swear to God, I do remember there being... Actually, no, let's not go to that one straight away, because I kind of want to go to a different place first, because if that one does work, I do want to go to this one, and I want to just remind myself why this whole thing was worth it. I mean, never mind coup. I remember when I'm just having a slow a tour of this, because this sort of game is like one of those games where I think, I mean, the very fact you got a Murky there, I mean, this is the whole reason why. This was the first moment I felt generally motivated to basically do something about this, because like this is why I wanted to basically finish this, and I don't want the last ones I ever to see to be those ones, so we'll just briefly go back to here for a second, see the fisherman, because I think you may have to speak to him. I wanted to visit them one last time. This is the weird thing, I shouldn't be feeling as emotional about like what is essentially pixels on a bloody stream, like, but the thing is, for me, a lot of it isn't just, it's what the characters mean to me. It's like even the Moki and things like that, it's just in the silly bloody ways. Yeah. Right. we're going to have one last look at this thing, and if it turns out it's not there, I will assume there is something else I need to achieve to do, and I'll probably do that another time. But mark my words, next time I do a stream, I am going to do a full, like, I'm going to look into a lot of the stuff, see if there's any hidden stuff, and then I'm probably, actually, I'm just going to see if there is some Easter eggs, because I know there are some Easter eggs, and, oops, oh shit. So if I basically, right, okay, I'm just going to take 5 minutes while I figure out what exactly I need to do to get this to work, because I have seen this, and that, I know we're not having a leg pull because that chicken was one of the things I've seen on the same thing, so I need to basically have a look to see if I can, I'll be no more than like 5 minutes. Okay, so there is a way of doing it, but there is also something else I wanted to briefly look at, and I think it was, I'm still trying to find it, but basically the one, yeah, I think there was one down here. Was it this one or was it this? Yeah, I think it was this one actually. And then we'll go, if we can't find it with the next. Because again, this is just me just knocking about really before we basically. Because, oh, before I do anything else, I think because I think it was down here, and I think not that bloody one, and it's frozen the screen again. It was basically, before I forget, I need to get rid of terminal, because that is annoying now. So Above half-life, so basically it's spirit, lights, cat, grants bonus damage, caps at to bash. Right, so I think yeah, so I think the one that I've seen down here is apparently this is the foul. Moki's in the history of the foul presence. Apparently, that's supposed to be the depiction of. Oops. Okay, so basically that's that bit. So then I think the other one is, and I have now looked into this because, yeah. Potentially, I'm just about to check one Easter egg, and basically, I think that's basically it at that point. Yeah, so basically, the latest showing on. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. Haunted Mansion latest showing on Saturday. It's 20 past 5. Well, considering the fact that we're just round the corner and that there'll be a ton of bloody adverts, yeah, that should be alright, to be honest with you, mate. So yeah, that should be fine. It's not like there's going to be a massive queue because it's not Oppenheimer and things like that. So, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So apparently it's this one. Oh, right. Look, there's fish. Wait, seriously? Wait, can I control the... Wait, hang on a minute. Wait, can I actually control the fish using this? Wait, they follow it. Oh, that's actually... Okay, seriously, that's... Okay, now that is actually... Wait, hold on a minute here. The one next to the... Does the one next to the Moki do the same thing? To be honest, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and actually have it as a... Hang on a minute. Move. There we go. Right, so basically... So I actually want to see... God damn it, I hate it when things like this happen, where I basically find a tangent that just is a thread that I can't help but pull on and say, is it actually in... If not, I'll just go to the... I'm glad I found that though, because, you know, some people have said that, like, don't ask me where, but apparently there's a quote-unquote vibe check in Hollow Knight, apparently. Don't ask me where, I don't know where. But I think that counts as a vibe check. So, if I basically do the same thing here, does it work here? Nah, it doesn't. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, right. I think we put this off long enough as it is. But I think I know where I'm probably going to... I'm going to enter back into the save and move Oe to the fishing place after I finish this, because I like to finish... When I do when I finish a game, even if it's like a game like this, I like to leave my characters in a good place. like a place where it's basically a nice place that's homely, basically. So, and I suppose I did sort of do that with the last one, but yeah, I think the fishing is probably. Actually, wouldn't put it next to the fishing if I went to that place. It would start it near the well. So, yeah, I think, to be honest, I would put it back where it was to start with. I don't know, random crap, basically. Hang on a minute, if I just... I think... Where was it? I think we'll just swap out... Night harvest, yeah, we'll swap that because we don't need that. And I think I'm going to just put triple jump back on because I do like triple jump. What if we jump over here? Yeah, that's not a good place to be. I've seen some people question why, well, near battle basically didn't end up like this. But I guess it was resolved quicker, because this was what would have happened, I guess, if we in the first game didn't resolve all of that. I mean, heal what was broken, so it is now reborn. See, you kind of dislike once more, but it's no longer mine to hold. One life you must leave behind to save the lives of all. I mean, it is just... What's kind of sad about this is this is ultimately potentially what would happen to Oe eventually, a lot later down the line. But that could have been long after this, when another spirit has been created. I mean, if that doesn't echo the first game, I mean, there's a lot of echoes in this game, to be honest. It's... Why can't I do multiple bashes with that? Have I removed something? Nah, I don't think I have. Gain 3 additional cells. Nah, you know what? Sod it. We'll just do it with this one. Ah. Oops, damn it. It. know what? Sod it. I'm going to change that to that. Did I just get struck by lightning? Yeah, it's 2 hours in, and I'm going to just have a bit of a break. I'll just be back in a couple of minutes, actually. Right, and I'm back. So, yeah, so we'll just continue with this. That's just done something I would normally only do in a Tunic game. Oops, yeah. Wait. With whoa, I did not come on. Oops, damn it. Damn it. Oh, for God's sake. Quite close to the end then. Probably gonna save that. Damn it, got it. God damn it. Yeah, I'm going to save that last attack until the bloody end. Damn it. Ugh. hell am I supposed to dodge that bloody attack? Can't even remember how I did it the first bloody time, actually. That last one keeps on getting me for some reason. Damn it. Last bit is one of the most annoying bits of this, because shit. Damn it. God, this is going to be bloody hard. Well, it is hard, to be honest. Hence the reason why I'm trying to... Hence the reason why... Oops, Jesus Christ. God damn it. just stand still for 5 seconds? Oh god damn it, not that one. Well, there's ground to actually heal on. I'm gonna do it. Why did that X button not bloody work? Bloody big mistake. Damn it, almost there. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what the hell happened there with that last flipping hit. I'm gonna have to look back at that actually, because I have absolutely no idea how I did that. And chose to remain in darkness. I mean, clearly these woods were like stagnant and stale and basically I mean, even watching this the second time round, it is actually, it's a bit easier the second time round, but I just wish I saw how I've defeated that last bit, but it's kind of a hollow point, because the map is not available here. Yeah, not a surprise. Zoom, options, exit. Oh, and you get to see that last bit there as well. And I think that's probably the only time you actually get to see that menu. And you can't move to the left. And in a kind of weird way, this is kind of a opposite parallel to the first game, because you were moving to the right. Well, you were moving to the left to begin with when you started that game. From the prologue, you were always moving left. Well, pretty much. Well, you were right, and then when you exited that first area, you went to the left. But this time round, right, and the thing is, you can't, the game will not let you go backwards. It will let you look behind you, but you can't go back. I mean, even down to the thorns and going through. Oh my god, they're even when you go through the first, when you go through the beginning of it, this echoes the beginning of the first game, because you're going through the thorns as well. They've even included thorns there as well. Oh, I didn't notice that the first time round. Well, I kind of did, but I don't think I commented on it. I just wanted to take a picture of this just so we can. I'm just. I'm gonna put this down and not say anything. I mean, when you think about it, how guilty must who feel about that whole situation? Because that whole situation, I mean, this is, I embrace delight. When my name was Zoe. And the fact is, that's just such a... And the fact is, it's just... to die for something meaningful, and I use die in inverted commas because they're still technically alive, but they're in a different form, and I think it's just saying that life goes on even after death. And it's... I still get teary-eyed about this. And this is like... That's the last time we get to see them, but we do get to... There is an Easter egg there, because we can still see them there. It just... It's a lot of this is just going to become... the will of a wisp that the life begin anew. Death and rebirth. And honest to God, I feel glad that I finally got the closure that I wanted, because I wanted to do everything I could in this game. And the fact that their credits music is the Ginzo Tree. The first thing they play is the Ginzo Tree. That got to me. I still feel that even now. It makes me want to make computer games and actually use my experience with computer programming to actually make games like I set out all those years ago, about 10 years ago. That 2013, 10 years ago today, not today, but 10 years ago. No, actually it was in 2012 when so it's about just, yeah, so it makes me want to play the first game again, it really does. Although I think it's going to feel a lot more bittersweet the second time round, and I still have a hard time deciding which way I want to do things, because finishing this game first and then finishing the second one, well, finishing the second game first and the first game first, kind of ends it on a bit more of a positive note, which is why I think I would prefer to do it that way, even though chronologically the story goes as because chronologically that is the way the story kind of goes. That doesn't mean that's the way you have to tell the story, and I would rather end the story in a more positive note than on a downbeat note, even if the way things would go chronologically it would be a negative thing. I didn't even notice that before, maybe. Oh, what's that there? I've got to take a picture of that, because... Oh! Is that more... I'm trying to work out whether that was OE... well, not OE, but spirits or not. I think it was the Moki, actually. But in theory, they could do another game, because it's basically a circle, but they could break the cycle in the third game. And that would be something new potentially. But there's no point wishing for things that may never come. Font software, open font license. Ooh. See, Xbox Game Studios, right? The question is, would they actually continue the series on without Moon Studios? And there's been rumours, but that's all it is. It's like, oh, leaks say that it's going to happen, but I'm going to have to play it if it does come out, because I just will want to know. And even if it turns out that it's just like a cash grab, as long as it's actually got heart and soul in it, then it can still be a decent game. So I would be more than willing to basically... I would be more than willing to go along with it, as long as it was good. And, you know, a good story can keep on continuing, and you know, we don't know. And that's the thing about life. You don't know where it's going to lead. You don't know what next thing you're going to discover that's going to be just as good as the thing you really enjoyed last. I mean, as I've said on the previous stream, I liked what do you call it? They do look like they're spirits. They are spirits. They are. Those ones. But what's interesting to me is that my favourite game was, and still is to a certain extent, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. A completely different genre, but still one of my most favourite games. However, I think this is they're both on par really, but it's like it's up there, and this only just beats it, but it's kind of bittersweet. Depends on what I'm feeling like having, a happy ending or a good ending. This was a good ending, even if it wasn't a happy one. And honestly, I'm gonna have a hard time letting this game go. even with its graphical and audio glitches. I mean, the thing is, it's like the trouble is at the moment it's like 1:45. So I think, to be honest, this is probably a good place to finish, because I think as much as I would like to have a crack at doing doing these, I think one thing I will do, however, because I don't like the thought of basically that being the last save. I mean, quick access, I don't know why it's basically got. Still surprising that I'm even anywhere near the rank. I mean, I'm nowhere near the highest rank on there, clearly. But, you know, time trials and things like that, I've not even attempted to do these. I could do them, but if I'm going to do... I'll probably do them in my spare time, to be honest. Because doing another stream where I'm just doing a boss rush... I mean, if we could try and do one of them now, but 15 minutes is... I don't know. No, I think this is probably where, for once, I'm going to stick by my guns. But no, I can't help it though, that's the problem. I think that one I defeated first time round, so I'll have a go at defeating that one. Though some of the times are freaking ridiculous on this. I don't know how the hell I could... Ori-1 Wanobi. Oh, haha, very funny. We'll have a go at this one, because I think if I remember correctly, this was actually kind of a quick one. So... Try that. I say it's a quick one and then that bloody happens. Although I think personally my favourite is using that, because I can just... That's why it took me so much longer the second time round. It. being so hard the second time round. If I looked at the direction that these were going. Okay. Yeah, that's... yeah, I know I'm nowhere near the leaderboard on that. Yeah, again. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's actually not a bad way of... because I know that if I try and... What the hell was that about? That... Right, so basically what I'm going to do is... I think I am going to continue with this, but I'm going to go... Well, when I say continue, I'm basically going to go back to my usual saving place. And basically... Nah, actually I'm not. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's the official end of the game. I think as much as I want to go back to the original place, that's not how the game ended. If I do that, I'm in denial about how the game ended. So, I mean, I could do it, but... Because that means the game would forever be incomplete at that point. It's a hard one for me. It really is a hard one. It's the two choices, really, isn't it? It's the choice between ending, like finishing it where it was, and there's no way I'm going to complete that whole thing within the next couple of. So nah, I think honestly we'll finish the stream there, because as much as I want to. Nah, because I always have a tradition when I finish the game, even if it's like one of these, and it is to basically go, and I will not break this tradition even for. Nah, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it, because as far as I'm concerned, that is as far as that game can go. No, I just loaded the save again, but as far as I'm concerned, I can't do it. I can't go back to how it was before, because as far as I'm concerned, that's not right. It doesn't feel right to do it. If it was any other game with like a silly generic story that didn't have emotion behind it, I probably would do it. But this has genuine emotion behind it, and I can't bring myself to do it. So I think I'm going to have to end the stream here, because I know there's about 10 minutes before I would have had to finish the stream anyway. And I think my next plan for... I'm not going to do a boss rush. I think what I'm probably going to do... I mean, it's kind of a shame, because I did want to do a boss rush. But it's gonna be, it was only because if I had run out of time, and to be honest, I've been dragging this on all flipping night, because it's like I've not been feeling like when I did the first stream, like, well, the first stream, I mean, like when I did the last stream, I wanted to get it over with as quickly as possible, but I wanted to finish things how I had tonight. But I've been dragging it on because I knew what the ending was, and this is going to be one of those games that if I play it again, I'm going to have a hard time plucking up the courage to finish the game. So I can kind of understand in some way where my friend Miles was going on about this, where he doesn't want to play the game again because it would be so hard for him to do it. But I've done it. And that's why I wanted to do it, because I wanted to do that because I knew that if I basically didn't do that, because for starters, I don't know whether there's a secret flipping symbol like the first one. As far as I can tell, there isn't, because that's 100% entered and I've completed the ending. It's not like the first one. Clearly, it's not about doing things that way. Clearly, the 100%ing was just like, it's just to 100% it on there. I think as far as this game is concerned, the story is what really matters. And I think I finally get where Miles, my mate, came from. Like, where he was coming from with this last stream. But I think, honestly, I know how things can be. Traumatic memories don't go away because you basically avoid the things that trigger them off. That just gives them more power. And if I basically play this game, my intention was to play it again because then I know I can do it. It's difficult, but I can get used to it. Knowing that that doesn't make it any less meaningful. This is a weird ending for me, because while it is technically the end of the game, most games, when I play them, I want to end my streams on a positive note. I really do. And normally that is by completing the game, but this is one of those cases where completing the game is not a... I can't describe it as positive or negative. It's meaningful. It is sad, but I would also call it positive at the same time. I think the term bittersweet comes to mind. And I generally feel I don't care either way what they do next with this series. If they do another game to give the series a signed off of a happy ending, but they do it well, then fine. I'd be great. I will love that. If they do if they do a third game, and they basically decide, oh, I'm just going to, I'm going to do a third game. In fact, I tell you what, I know what I can do instead. I'll copy that one, put it here, empty slot. Hang on, go back. No, go back. I just want to copy this one because there is something I can do. Right. I can create a parallel universe where this never even happened. I joke, but it's like I'll end it basically where, you know, I'm gonna basically take them back to the gates. But as I say, it's kind of a bittersweet thing for me because I know that if they basically decide, and I guess one of the reasons why I flipping am a bit disappointed I guess one of the reasons why I'm a bit disappointed is because I kinda do love the way this game controls. If Moon Studios made another game with these same controls, I would definitely play it. Depends on what it was about and the sort of art style, because that also factors in for me. But if they basically did another early game, them or another studio, I wouldn't care if it was bad or good, because for me the story ends here until a better installment comes along, because that's how I see it. For me, it's like I see this as and if they decide to do another game and it turns out to be a soulless cash grab, I, as far as I'm concerned, won't consider that to be canon. Now, I know it will be a it'll be a headcanon, because as far as I'm concerned, I take each game as its own individual thing. So if a particular game is rubbish, I can just ignore that. At the end of the day, these are all imaginary worlds, and we can pick what we feel emotionally works for us. But there are certain stories that are definitely more meaningful, and the first two games so far are quite meaningful. And I think, honestly, if they did a third game and it was good, then even better. And if it ended on a positive note, I think I would be even happier than this one. The whole thing would be wrapped up in a nice, neat little bow. And even if it was with another spirit instead of Oe, I would still love that game. I want this world to explore this world more, even if it's with a different spirit. You know, they wouldn't even have to change the flipping designs that much either, I don't think. You know, I wouldn't care as long as I could have another game where I could experience this, but I can still play the game again. It's going to be hard. And it's going to be hard not doing them on the streams as well, because I've been doing it for over, it's probably closer to 2.5 years. Because I know it's took me about a month to do this, but it's been about 2.5 years I've been playing this series, and I'm going to be sad to see it go, and I will definitely bring it back occasionally. So I think we'll just finish this here and exit. And I think this is where we're going to have to stop. Because as far as I'm concerned, yeah, great game. Understatement. I can't say anything else other than that, and because I'm speechless. It is a game I would recommend everybody like into Metroidvanias and games that are challenging play. I want to play Hollow Knight just to see what it is like, and I want to see how it compares with this, and if I think that the gameplay is maybe even better. And I think my next streams will be potentially on the Steam Deck. Now there are some other games like Pokemon I could play, but I think I'm going to start trying to do things more randomly from this point onwards, because I wanted to dedicate time to this ever since I've completed the first game, and I did. There's not a game I have discovered yet that's made me want to do that. Not even Tunic has made me want to dedicate time to playing a game and get to the end of it like, hurry. But if in my travels of doing games randomly across the weeks, I will basically come across, you know, maybe a game I will want to do that. Maybe that will be Hollow Knight. Maybe it will be Rain World. I don't know, but I think maybe not. I think what I'm going to have to do is basically, I will still include the OE franchise on that list of random games, but on the Steam Deck, because I want to see if some of those graphical glitches I saw, especially near the end, because I want to see that in its full glory. So I'm still going to include it on there, but there are other games I want to play as well. So it's going to be a bit on the back burner. So Thursdays will be a game that it will be Hollow Knight, basically. Thursdays I think it's going to be Hollow Knight, and then any other day I play, it's going to be a random game. I meant to do that before, but then we kind of done that. But I need to start sticking to that, otherwise I won't get through some of my other games on my backlog. And it will be a random game that I'll pick before stream, but it will be random. And if I'll basically pick a coin. If it's basically heads or tails, I'll probably, pick. I'll probably pick the Steam Deck or the Switch, and then I'll pick a random game on that. In fact, to be honest, if it's going to be on the Switch, it's going to be Pokemon Violet, because that's been on my list for a while. So I'm going to basically just say that, that's what I'm going to focus on. And then I'll probably, mind you, if it's, I don't know. I think there's 2 games on there I would want to play. So again, we're going to have to do, I'm just going to do randomness beforehand, because I did try to do that with the Steam Deck, and it meant configuration. And that's boring for you guys to see, so I'm just going to basically not bother with the configuration on stream. I'll do the random side of things off stream, but I'll be, and then I'll choose the game at that point. So yeah, that's when I'm not doing things on Thursdays. So, but anyway, I've waffled on, and I've tried to basically just not. I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to stop. I don't want to finish the stream, but I'm going to have to at some point. So I'm just going to say, I'm Starlight Flux. This has been one hell of an emotional roller coaster. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've followed this through all the way from the beginning, or if you joined us at any other point, I hope you join me in whatever series I do next, or any of the videos really, or Let's Plays. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that stuff. Comment even, please, because I honestly don't know whether I'm doing the right thing. Or, heck, even comment if I'm doing the wrong thing, because I don't know. I can't know to fix a problem unless you tell me how to fix it. I'm well aware of Rambo, so you don't need to tell me about that. But yes, I'm saying this more for anybody who watches this later on. I'm going to have to edit this down at some point. And maybe I won't. Maybe I'll include some of this. Because I admit that final boss... I mean, actually, that's a good freaking point. One last thing before I finish. I always end up doing this because I don't want to finish bloody streams and things. I want to see how I defeated that last... Because there was that bit there, like 30... Right, so, because basically I don't even now know what the hell caused that. Because I've got to see what the hell even caused that, because I am generally... Right, so... Because that is basically... Right, so one shot does that, another spear, or is it spy? I forget what it's called, yeah, spear. That knocks it down to that. Hammer, right? So that's down to the last one, and then at that point I get striked, and then is that another? I think there was another spear. I think. Yeah, I think it was another spear, because I think at that point... If you can just hide the bloody thing as well, just... No, it can't have been, because that was the last... That was the last spear. So what the hell did I use to attack them? Because I know I used a hammer. Okay, I am genuinely curious how the hell that even happened. Because I can't even see what I bloody pressed it. It wasn't a spear, it wasn't a hammer. I'm genuinely trying to work out what the hell's going on. Oh, hang on. Did I hit them when they passed me? Are you kidding me? I actually managed to hit them as they passed me. I think that's what it was. I managed to hit them when they passed me. I'm pretty sure that's why I managed to hit them with the hammer as they passed. What the hell? Okay, yeah, because that is really... So basically that's the hammer, dashed up. And then there's like that bit there. Yeah, I think it was the hammer. Because I think that's the animation for the hammer, I think. Because it certainly isn't the jump. Because I know what the projectile doesn't look like that. The spear that doesn't look like that, and I haven't got enough energy to do that. I managed to hit it with the hammer in the last one. Okay. Right, well, that is on that bombshell. I'm just gonna say, also, misleading thumbnail. They never stand next to the tree at any one point together. That tree is the tree right at the flipping end. I've just realised that as well. That's the tree at... Oh my god, that's the tree in the flipping... Oh my god, that tree that we got the Will-o'-the-Wisp... Well, got Siri from... was in the background of the flipping thumbnail. I'm not going to be able to unsee that now. And the fact that those two have never met... Like, was never there at the start time. It's just... Also, that is the other game I want to play, by the way, because I keep on mentioning Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I think that's probably going to be the one I'm going to do next, because it's like, that's the one that's... They're going to do another one at some point, and I haven't played this one, so I think I'm going to play that at some point. But yeah, long story short, I think... Right, okay. I will honestly say now, thank you for, if you've watched all of this, or any of this, or any of the OE videos throughout this whole run through that I've done. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here with me on the roller coaster of emotions it is. It's nice that we finally managed to finish this off and basically put closure to this. I may still play it again, but I'm going to play it on the Steam Deck randomly. You know, when I pick it on the random roulette thing I'm planning on doing. But I'm going to start from the first game, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know. I think I'll just put both of them on, play one to the end, and then whatever one I don't play first, I'll play second. I'll leave it up to the fates, basically. But anyway, the long story short is thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching any of the videos to do with the OE series. I know it's not the most popular one, but thank you a lot if you have. And thank you for putting up with my rambling, even if you've just skipped over it. That still takes time and effort. Anyway, see you whatever video we do next or whatever stream I do next. And this has been me, Starlight Flux, and my playthrough of OE and the Will-o'-the-Wisps, and the end of the OE fan-sized series. For now, no matter what happens, for now. Yeah. On that note, see ya.